Hi Cancer, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check for April 19th through the 26th. This is for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I want to thank all of you who have been watching and subscribed, commented, liked, and shared my videos. I really appreciate your support. And if you're new, I'd love to have you as a subscriber and hit the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is typically weekly. However, this week, in a day or two, I'm going to post your seasonal tarot check for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and that'll be for the months of May, June, July, and August. So for now, though, let's get into our weekly tarot for Cancer, April 19th through the 26th for Cancer. We go day by day here, okay? So we start off with Sunday. You've got Judgment. Monday, the Page of Swords here. Tuesday, the Knight of Pentacles. Wednesday, the Six of Swords. Thursday, the Five of Swords. Friday, the Two of Pentacles. Saturday, the Two of Cups. And Sunday, the Magician. Wow, very nice reading for you guys. You know, it's interesting because I've had a lot of swords showing up this week, and I don't know if some of that is because people are starting to get a little agitated and short, you know, cutting to the chase with their communication. But you have air energy here, you have water, boy, heavily air. It's like every reading I've had that you do have earth too. So you start off here with Judgment, okay? So that's for Sunday, and it's like you've been waiting on a decision, and the decision is being made. It's definitely just a time to just get on with the future. So whatever decision ends up being made, it's a time to accept that and to move forward. So I do feel like for some of you, you know, for some of you, you may have somebody coming in who's leaving a relationship. And I don't think they're leaving the relationship for you. I think they're getting out of it, but they're going to be interested in you. Or they have recently left a relationship and are just cutting ties to that other person. Certainly could be if it's you and you've left something, you might be meeting somebody sooner than later. But, you know, this whole card really is all about just breaking free of a limited understanding. It's also, too, about, like, people coming out and becoming more aware, having wisdom and having balance. So you may find, too, on Sunday that somebody gives you a pretty strong opinion about something. And you can take that for what it's worth. I mean, you don't have to accept somebody else's opinion because no one else can live your life for you. I do feel like you have, on Monday, a bit of an immature energy coming towards you with this Page of Swords. He brings an offer, but again, this is an immature page, and it's about communication, so you may get some kind of a text or something like that, but it's not a very substantial offer. You know, he's just not as good of a communicator as some of the other court cards are. So just be kind of cautious on Monday that you're, you know, keeping your knowledge and your information secure. You may have something at work where there's somebody that always takes your ideas and presents them as their own. And this person may be questioning how you're doing things, and you feel a bit guarded. That's what I'm getting. You feel guarded towards them because you know their history, and it's like, you know what, I want to move forward in this new normal that we're all living, and I do not want to continue this habit with this person where they're not really up to par and they're manipulating me so that they can stay afloat. It's time for them to, you know, kind of pave their own path, and either they are going to be able to hang or they're not going to be in that job anymore. You have for Tuesday this Knight of Pentacles, and he brings in an offer, okay? It's a very slow-moving energy. And the energy of this is interesting because it's almost like every other day you get sort of a little burst of energy in the cards, but you get another little hint of stagnation later with the Two of Pentacles. So definitely a slower moving energy. So if you do feel like there's love coming in, it may be slower moving, and it may be that this person is around you, but you just have not aligned. You know, the timing just hasn't been quite right for it. I do feel like they're moving on. They're wanting to move on to a better, more stable relationship. And I think you are too. You're calling this towards you. And it's a time to move forward. Again, where we go from that night right into an energy that is about moving forward. But I feel like too, it's like you're on a happy journey. You know, life might not always be completely smooth, but overall, you definitely are on a happy journey. And, you know, it just, with this card, it can be a little bit of unstable energy to some extent, because you have kind of like on one side this completely smooth water and the other side is this rough water. So this is a great great card to remember, just to kind of stabilize yourself, meditate, clear your mind, clear your energy, so that you're not being in that rough, choppy water. Now, on Thursday, you've got this Five of Swords, and this is definitely about not wanting to fight. You know, this is like you're turning your back and walking away from somebody who wants a fight. And there could be some arguments over money for those of you that are divorced and have alimony or child support kinds of payments, or maybe some conflict over that during this time, and that you just don't really want to get into it with this person. We have to definitely be careful when we see this card about being overly confident. It's a time where the situation's constantly changing. This card is about change. So if you're dealing with an air sign, if you have an air sign in your life, I feel like you could have definitely conflict with that person in the mid part of the week, beginning part of the week. And you're still kind of debating. You've got this committee that's meeting in your head, and they're having a really raucous debate over something. Again, I do feel like this is related more to money. And not just because it's Pentacles, I just feel in the reading overall, there is a debate here about money. There's two separate things coming in. The money is more the conflicted storyline than the love. I do feel like by Saturday, you're feeling some love. You're definitely feeling drawn in by somebody. I think they're manifesting you, whether they are, you know, really skilled at manifesting. They may just be doing it without a lot of deliberate creation. They're doing it by default, but they're doing it anyway. You know, where they're seeing qualities in people and thinking, I really want someone like that, and they're manifesting. It's a soulmate connection for sure. I do feel like for you at work too, things are gonna, as you go through this week, by the next week, you're really gonna be starting off with a much better energy. Where you won't be mired in conflict, where there's somebody that keeps kind of popping up. I'm getting this for a lot of the readings, and I don't know if it's, again, the quarantine has people buckling a bit and they're kind of losing their resolve to keep doing this long term. But by Sunday, this is a great law of attraction card. And again, with this relationship, it has everything. It has the love, it has the passion, the money will be there, and it's got that fire energy. It's like just wave your wand and what do you want? You know, the universe will deliver. The universe makes no mistakes. The universe, answers you with specificity. You give a direction and it will be met. So what is it that you want here, Cancer? Because your wish is my command when the Magician shows up. We'll do a Asking It Is Given card by Abraham Hicks here. But what about those innocent little babies? Oh, I always like this. Even your babies are offering vibrations that the universe is matching. And like you, your little ones are influenced by the vibrations of those who surround them. But nevertheless, they are creating their own reality. And like you, long before their physical birth, they set into motion this life experience they are now living. Okay, so we know that, right? And some babies are born into contrast, aren't they? This is a Whispers of Love Oracle card. It's just they're really beautiful cards, and they all tell kind of a unique story. This is be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. So with this, it's just a, kind of an indicator from the universe to use increased sensitivity and awareness, okay? So to believe your own intuition, Be in harmony with your thoughts and feelings and mindful of your actions. So, if you're looking for a relationship, be very mindful. Even when you're in the grocery store and people are not social distancing and they don't know where things are and they're on their phones and they're creating a situation where nobody can really get what they need, be aware of that so that you're not drawing more of that into you. Try to just wear the world like a loose fitting garment, and great things will come to pass for you. So I love you so much, Cancer, and I will be back in about a day or two with your seasonal tarot check.